People want energies and people in their circle and surrounding them, even on a friendship level, that have something they want or they desire. Even if it, on the simplest level, it's, you know, happiness or a vibrancy or an energy. You know, that's what makes so many successful people successful, is that they have that. You want to be their friend. You want to know them. You want to date that girl or date that guy, or you want to be around them in their circle, in their sphere. They have that attraction quality. That's vibration. That's something that you can change and you can affect, and that starts with you and only you. This is your life. This is your journey, and you are in the driver's seat. So don't let anybody else, don't sit in the back seat. Don't sit in the passenger seat. You are in the driver's seat. And the other thing is, if the car crashes, it's on you. But you can always course correct. You can always change this right now, at the moment where you are in life, wherever you are. You can change that by changing your vibration. There are a lot of great resources and people that talk about how to change your vibration. That's important, like Aaron, and I'll put that in the link below, who really helped open my eyes and made me see what's really going on and what's happening in the world. And it made a huge difference, let me tell you, because so many people I talk to say, oh, I'd love to meditate, but I can't because I can't stop thinking, or I just give up after a while. Well, when you first start meditating, and if you watch the video that I'll link below, when you first start meditating, it's going to be hard. It's going to be weird, because you're going to think, like, naturally, when I first started meditating, I thought that it was supposed to be something it completely wasn't. I thought I needed to master this and control, and it's not about control. It's about flow. Everything is about flow. Letting go. Whatever thoughts pop into your mind, let them. Let them pop in, let them pop out, let them do their thing. But just relax and just observe. Just observe. Just sit back in your energy and observe. And that's when things will change for you, and you'll start to see things more clearly. And you'll give your brain this chance, this break from everyday life and stress and worry, and you will feel so much better. Your brain, once you're done meditating, your brain will be ready to go. You need to decide that you are the master of your own destiny. And that is a really scary thing. I know, that scares the hell out of me, that's for sure. Because it means that whatever I do has an impact in this world. But the people who realize that they have control are the people that are happy. People who are depressed and people who have anxiety are people who feel like they don't have control of their world. They don't feel like they can control moment to moment. And that's where the anxiety comes from, and the depression, that they'll never be able to change their situation. But you can, you do, you have the power. You have to understand that God, or whoever you believe in His infinite wisdom, gave us that ability. Things He did not give His other creatures, like angels. They don't have the ability to do whatever it is that they want. But we do. We have the ability to be bad. We have the ability to be evil. We have the ability to be good. It's your choice what you want to do. All you have to do is focus on putting one foot in front of the other, and the rest will fall in place. Do what you can, and the next steps will suddenly appear. That's the beauty of life. That's the magic of the journey. Write down your goals. Create a to-do list. Give yourself actionable items. Make a plan. And even if your actionable item is to research, because you have no clue what to do and where to go. But there are plenty of roadmaps, Google, YouTube, all of it is an amazing resource. It is available to all of us for people who have trailblazed new paths that we can follow. Or you can trailblaze your own path. But it starts with taking that first step. Baby steps. You don't have to start running today, which is what everybody usually wants to do. You don't have to have success today. You don't even have to worry about success. Focus on your passion. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on what makes you alive and pulls you into that high vibrational frequency. And that will bring you the success. That is the attractor. That's the ultimate attraction. That's the law of attraction at work. And that will bring to you all the things that you already want. One of the biggest barriers to success is fear. And nobody knows fear like I do, because if you guys have watched my other videos, have suffered from depression and suffered from anxiety, and fear was a huge part, and it's still a huge part of my everyday life. It's there for a reason, because biologically we were programmed with fear to stop us from doing things that would cause us potential harm. So don't do things that are new, because there's a potential for you to die back in evolutionary times. And there's an amazing book, another resource that I absolutely love, and I believe he came out with the second book that is similar to the first one, but it's more accessible, is why I'm telling you that, called Mean Genes, and literally talks about the evolutionary perspective of humans and how we are still impacted by the way that we first lived. And that's why things like fear is still a problem for us, and our metabolisms, and we can't eat as much junk and high fats, and why we have to create all these diets to get our bodies back to the way they used to be with our new sedentary lives. But what you have to do is make fear your friend. Encourage it. I know that sounds crazy, right? Encourage fear. Feel it and do it anyways, because the definition of courage is not the absence of fear, but rather in spite of it. So when you feel the fear, it's a good thing. Great. I know I'm doing something that's going to cause me to grow, because growth comes from scarcity. It comes from lack. Think about every amazing rags to riches story you've ever heard of. What happened? They started with nothing. Started at the bottom, now we go into the top, right? Anything that was ever created was never created in the comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone. That's how you know that you're doing something worthwhile, is when you feel the fear and do it anyways. Every time you feel that fear, that's what you want. That's your goal. It means you're doing something worthwhile. It means you're doing something exciting. That's what it means to live, to explore, to fail and get back up again. Because the reality is, successful people are not people that are defined by only their success. They didn't just start and then they were successful. They were successful because they had failures, but they refused to accept them and stop. They refused to quit. They tweaked and they changed the things that didn't work until the plan was just right for success to occur. If one of your tires blows out, you're not going to trash the whole car. You're going to fix that tire. You're going to tweak the one little thing that's wrong and then keep driving, get back in the driver's seat and keep driving. You're not going to trash the whole thing. And so many times that's what we do. We run into one problem and then we're like, oh no, I fixed the tire, but now the gas gauge isn't working. Now how am I going to know? And this and that and the other. And it becomes like this huge compounding thing when all you got to do is focus on one step in front of the other. Fix this. Whatever comes next, you'll fix it as you go. Failure is not to be feared. It's lessons, and it's how we learn, and it's how we grow. To fail, to be fallible, is to be human. We're not God. And if we never failed, it really wouldn't be worthwhile. Because going back to what I said, nothing worth having is free or discounted. I'm not saying that things can't come more easily to you and things can't flow. Yeah, they can flow if you are in the right vibration, and it'll start happening and working and things will go right. But so many times we think, wow, if only I could get that break like that person did in the rags to riches story. You know, that would change my entire life. That would make things so different. But who says you can't? Who says you can't have that? If you put the steps in, if you put the work in, you put the effort, and you actually say, this is what I want, and here's my actionable plan, and I'm going to work on this plan. Sometimes you may not get exactly what you want, but you can tweak it into getting exactly what you need. So fix that tire and do whatever it takes to get out there and get back in that driver's seat and get what's yours. Get what's yours. It's never too late to start. There are plenty of people that started their careers later in life. I mean, look at Morgan Freeman, right? Amazing, amazing actor. Started later on in life. Who says you can't go get what you want? You. Your own mind is limiting you. So break the limitations, vibrate beautifully, and like and subscribe this video for more content, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you like the makeup, then I have lots of videos on makeup. Makeup is primarily my bread and butter.